no, so
What have you
done.
So we're just keep talking.
Jesus.
It's all
All
gone
disappeared.
away. Oh, there we go. Whoa. That was
Oh
close.
goodness
Oh my
me.
God.
What
It's
am I
been a
doing?
while since we did this.
It
I
has
had
been
a
a while.
notification say Trekkie Girls alive.
Woo, this is good. So we are live. We are live on. I have to do it the old-fashioned manual way.
What the?
Apologies, everyone. There we go.
There we go.
That's better. So we are now live on YouTube, and we are live on Facebook.
Yay!
Fantastic. So it's been a while. We were doing weekly episodes after Discovery, and then we got requests to do a Deep Space Nine rewatch. And so that's what we've been doing.
Yay.
We've been rewatching Deep Space Nine.
Well, you've been rewatching.
Yeah.
I've been watching it for the first time.
Oh yes, that's right.
Yes.
So we've got 3 different perspectives here. We've got all-time Trekkies like Carol and myself.
Yeah.
And we have Sarah, who is absolutely brand new to Deep Space Nine. I'm watching it for the first time ever.
First time
So
ever. I've only
jealous.
seen the odd little episode here and there, or bits of episode. I've never actually sat down and watched it
Really?
consistently.
So you've seen, like, you're familiar with the characters?
Yes,
and
familiar with the
that.
characters.
She's
and
actually probably seen more of the stars, like at
Yes.
conventions
Yeah.
when you have
yeah,
an
like,
episode.
oh, that's that person.
I understand now.
I get it. I get it.
I'm just bringing up the Facebook chat because our restream is not brilliant.
Hi, Gary.
Hey Gary, how are you doing? Thank you for joining us. And Jason, yeah, we're here to bring on Deep Space Nine. Deep Space Nine, since we love the Deep Space Nine. Now we also have to mention that another reason we bring back Deep Space Nine is we've got the fantastic Deep Space Nine documentary, which is called What We Left Behind.
Yes.
And that is coming to UK cinemas. It's also coming to Austria and Germany and New Zealand, Australia, like it's going everywhere. And of course the US. Of course the US, they get everything. But we're getting it, which is brilliant.
Yes.
And it's like almost lots of cinemas in the UK to choose from. And you can go to cineevents.com, which is CINEVENTS.com, and find the nearest cinema to you that's broadcasting What We Left Behind, and go watch it. And it's a brilliant documentary. We got to see it, didn't we? At the we got to see it at the premiere at Destination Star Trek in Birmingham last year, and it was brilliant. And then we got to see it again because we were crowdfunders for it. And even if you've already seen it, go see it at the cinema.
Oh God, yeah.
Definitely go see it at the cinema, because there are scenes in that. We don't want to give anything away. We totally do a little bit of remastering of HD.
So beautiful.
Give it away.
So beautiful.
It is amazing, those battle scenes.
Imagining that on the big screen.
That's why we have to go see it.
Yeah.
'Cause, like, yeah, DST had a big screen, but you were still in a conference theatre. I want to see it in the cinema. I want the sound, I want the visual, I want to see all of it. So, yeah, we definitely want to go and see that. So, yeah, do go check out the cinemas. Go check out What We Left Behind. I thought also what was really good about the documentary was it wasn't just a bunch of talking heads, was it? It was that they actually do something really special with it. It's really artistic, the way they deliver it. In fact, it was Avery Brooks, Captain Sisko, who said, "No, I don't want talking heads on this." And yeah, they made it really special. So definitely go and check it out.
Definitely.
With that, let's go on to our first news segment. The episodes we're doing are covering it's going to be the emissary, both parts, past prologue, man alone, babel or babel, we don't know how to pronounce it, captive pursuits, and Q-less. Oops. And we've we've got quite a lot to cover. And we've also got, we want to talk about other things as well. We want to talk about
what that could
exciting
be.
News. Stephen says the best character development in the Trek universe for me. Love Sisko and Kira. Oh, totally agree with you. Totally agree with you. Jason couldn't see the documentary when it was shown here in America, but it was amazing. Go and see it, Jason. You have your chance. Oh, you just had it in America, haven't you? Find a way to find it. And
it's out
really
there
good.
somewhere, I'm sure.
It is really good. Hello, Richard. How are you? Nice to see you. So,
No spoilers, by the way.
what, on
yeah.
Deep Space Nine?
Yeah, you've got to be
Yeah,
really careful not to
don't
spoil it for me.
react.
And you guys, no
Yeah.
spoilers.
Yeah.
Sarah's not seen all of Deep Space Nine. Not, you've only seen the odd episode, but
See, I have no idea really what happened.
Yes,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Mhm.
So,
No spoilers.
new Trekkie, what was your first impression?
Well, it's taken me a little while to get into it.
Mhm.
I have to admit. I didn't realise that the first two, I watched it on Netflix and I didn't realise that the first two had been pushed together and I'm thinking it must end soon. You know, I was expecting it to end halfway through, so it did seem to go on a little bit. I'm finding it really difficult to warm to Cisco. I get that's probably going to change, but yeah, I can't gel with him at the minute.
Because were you like me, and it took me ages to get over it, the conversation with Picard.
Do you know, it's not even that.
No.
It's not even that. I kind of liked that bit because it's
Okay.
trying to it's setting him apart from Picard. It's saying he's not Picard. He's a very different character, person to Picard. And this is probably going to sound really awful. You probably will be like, I just feel like he really overacts everything.
Ooh.
Just everything. He doesn't seem comfortable in the role, and I don't know if that's how he's meant to be because he doesn't really want to be there. But to me, he just is very stilted, and he just seems to overact everything. I don't. Maybe it's just me. So I'm not really feeling him.
Okay.
However, I do like. I love the fact that I love the fact that it's on the space station, and it's like just a completely different Trek. Yeah, I like that. I really like that. There's loads of things I like. I'm going to start talking now.
One of the things I like about it is that because it's on the station, you get to spend more time with the characters themselves. So you need to
I think
get the home lives.
I think that's what it is. I love the amount of Cole Meany.
Oh.
Because I didn't really finish TNG. I don't know how much he was in TNG, whether he was that much of a main character. No, so this is the thing. So I kind of feel like they've done that. So, to appease the TNG fans who are probably like, this isn't Star Trek, that's not Picard, it's on a space station, it's not on a spaceship. Like, put Cole Meany in there, who doesn't love Cole Meany. And he's been quite a big part of the episodes that I've watched, very central.
Yeah.
And I love that, I love Cole Meany. He's not my favourite character though.
Who was your favourite?
Garrick!
Oh,
I love
amazing.
Garrick so much! I love him so much when he says, let's haggle, let us haggle. I'm like, oh my god, I love it. No, I really like Garrick.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
So this is the time for the interview to resurface with him, I think.
Yes! Who are you? Who do you play in Star Trek? And he gave me the best answer. He was, oh no, I really love Garrick.
Yeah.
Oh my god, there's so much. There's so much. Kira, not quite there with her yet, but that is definitely the character she's supposed to play. I don't think they're supposed to like her that early on. Dr. Bashir is just hilarious.
I loved
It's just like comedy genius. Yeah. Oh,
So-
lots of good stuff.
I know.
I love, because I've seen Deep Space Nine so many times. Like,
Just get my notes.
it's my second most watched series after TNG, I would imagine. It's probably close with Voyager. I couldn't say which one I watched more, but very on par with Voyager and TNG is my most watched. So I love watching someone talk about it from the first time because it takes me back to my first time. It's so exciting.
Yeah.
So when you say about Cisco, oh my god, I totally fired up with
good,
Cisco,
yeah.
same as you did, and it was because of my love of Picard.
Yeah.
So where you haven't got the same connection with Picard, that didn't rub you up.
No.
You found he disgruntled you in different ways.
Yeah.
To me, it was completely the whole Picard thing. I
Yeah.
quite like the fact that his personality is different. I quite like his overacting. I don't even think it's overacting. I think it's.
Does he
He's
relax
just different.
into the role a little
He
bit?
grows his beard.
And then I've heard that this is the turning
he
point.
grows the beard.
I've heard that this is the turning point.
Yeah.
I didn't really write any notes on the first.
Me neither.
Two bits,
Same
to
time,
be
I
fair.
didn't either. Mostly, but also I've always found I the first time I watched it, I remember being like religion and Star Trek. I can't handle this.
I did get a little bit lost with the whole thing.
Sam, well, we like Discovery haters.
We were like Discovery haters. We were totally, and I feel ashamed of myself
I know,
for how I reacted to
Yeah.
Deep Space Nine when I was. To be fair, I was probably quite young. I was probably we were in our mid-teens or whatever. And I do feel ashamed of how I reacted to it because it was intolerant. is how I took it.
Just catching up on the
Yeah,
comments.
And yeah, so now I look at Cisco in a whole different light.
Yeah.
A whole different light. And I also can look at Picard and that exchange that Cisco and Picard had.
Yeah.
How much more mature Picard is and wiser he is in that stage of his career where you can see it affect him. You see him get hurt by Cisco's words, and he spends a moment processing it, and then he moves on. He doesn't acknowledge it. He just says, like, he almost acknowledges that Cisco hasn't gone through that yet. He hasn't processed the loss of his wife. He never will, and he'll never move on.
No.
So now I have such a much more respect for Cisco in that scene than I did where I was overly harsh on him when I watched it as a teenager. I apologise for the way I reacted when I was a teenager watching it, because I think it was unfair because
I think it's interesting that we're watching it now, being that the Picard series is coming out.
Yes.
And I'm like,
Finding little threads.
so yeah, I didn't really make notes about the first 2 episodes.
How else did you say it? I think you said that Bashir was hilarious. I found him a creep for these first 7 episodes. Creepy.
I can see where you're coming
from.
from.
I crawled a little bit because I'm like, ew.
See,
God.
okay, so
It creeped me out.
Riker was my favourite character in the original, in the TNG. So I was like,
or original series.
original series, TNG. And so Bashir I found was the Riker replacement. So again, like you can look at Riker's character and go, there's a lot of creep going on there.
Yeah, that's true.
And I found Bashir was the character. So he was the one that I attached to first. I thought he was instantly likeable, maybe comma creepy.
Yeah.
But his relationship and all the scenes with Garak just were amazing, and I loved them from the offset.
Sorry,
No.
I did very much like the whole Dax Trill, Cisco history. I like that side of it, and I'm interested to see that side of things. So I don't. I know.
I'll put mine up on the screen. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I did like that. I did like that side of it. And Odo is the most peculiar character.
This is my confession. I've never really warmed to Odo.
Have you not?
No. Not for. I mean, I think Odo is brilliant. I like I like the way Odo interacts with other characters and what he brings out in other characters, especially.
I love the relationship with him and Quark already.
I love it.
He says, "Do you want a laminated bucket?"
Oh yes. And right early on, from these very early episodes, you start seeing those relationships, don't you? Hi, Irish Trekkie, how you doing? We're talking Deep Space Nine. We see those early relationships forging, and especially with Quark and Odo. But I never quite warmed to Odo. Maybe throughout the whole series. I found the way he questioned. There's a moment in the episode. Which one was it? I wrote it down. A Man Alone, and he has a confrontation with Cisco where he talks about justice. Laws change, but justice is justice. And I'm going to serve justice. And Cisco's like, you will follow my orders. And I'm like, yeah, respect Cisco. And I don't know. It's the same way, but I like the way he plays like the other figure. He's the different person.
It reminds me, the whole Kira Odo Starfleet thing reminds me of Voyager with the Marquis.
Exactly.
It's that kind of like
conflict.
Yeah, but eventually they're one.
Yes.
But yeah. Should we move on to the next episode?
Yes, let's see the next episode.
Yeah. So what is it? A Man Alone?
Let's have a look. The episode is
Past Prologue. This is where they were different on Netflix.
Yes. Was it? Was Past Prologue?
I think so, or I watched it.
I can't remember which order I watched it in.
So my notes.
Let's just do Past Prologue and then
I've got to try and remember what they mean. What is Conmar?
Was that the terrorist organisation?
So it's like the IRA or something.
Yeah.
Okay, the drawing terrorists.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good one.
I loved meeting the Juris sisters. Now I see this in context.
Yes.
I'm like, get it now. And this is when when Garrick says "let us hang on," I've got a little heart, little
Mm.
emoji with the hearts.
So
'Cause
sweet.
oh my god! And already he's like, Bashir's like, is he hitting on me? I feel a bit uncomfortable, and I just love Garrick. He's my favourite.
Do you think Lursa and Beta were too early into this to the series? Because Discovery were very keen to make sure that they had a bit of a run without any, and Voyager kind of were the same, weren't they? They had that initial overlap with Quark in Deep Space Nine, but they kind of there was hardly any ever.
Have we seen the Jura sisters before, and I just don't remember it?
Well, in TNG, yeah.
She's probably not got to that point.
What season?
You said you recognised Lursa and Beta.
Only because they on the stage at.
Oh, so
at
I
Vegas.
Yeah, right.
Oh
Yeah.
no! I just get
okay.
the context because they
Oh,
were
yeah.
they were doing the karaoke
Oh,
at
yeah,
Vegas.
They're quite big in TNG. Yes. But I wonder whether it was kind of like there's quite a lot in those first 7 episodes of inserting elements of TNG.
And yeah,
aren't there?
there's a point of where you like, it's sort of a little dog to remind you, this is Star Trek.
Yes. Yeah. Let's have it all. Q.
Yeah.
All the.
Yeah. So yeah.
All this time, when I've watched the odd little bit of DS9, and I kind of, I have a little hint of what happens to Cisco at the end because you can't help it.
Yeah.
No idea there was a wormhole.
What?
That was a big shock to me. No idea that there was a wormhole. I just thought it was a space station. I did not know it was on the edge of a wormhole. I was like, I love
Well,
it.
now you know.
Yeah. Wow, it's a wormhole.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, that just didn't. Even though I've seen the opening credits, I just kind of thought it was just a thing. So that was new.
Yeah.
That was new. I like that. That's the whole point there. Well, that's not why they're there. It's why they stay there.
Exactly. Yeah.
I didn't really write much else about past prologue.
Well,
Except the guy looked a little bit like.
I haven't heard of him, whoever it is.
From No, you have from Enterprise.
Oh, then I have.
Dominic, not Dominic, the other one.
Connor
Trenier. He looks a little bit like Connor Trenier. Just a little bit.
Okay.
No, that's a man alone. I've got a question
Oh,
about.
okay.
okay.
But yeah, I mean, I thought Past Prologue did a good foundation for a lot of relationships, particularly Cisco and Kira.
Yeah.
There's that great scene where Kira goes right over Cisco's head, which was wrong but also right, and they whip her into place, but also well done, Kira, for doing it. I thought that was really good. It also kind of starts setting up the sort of geopolitic foundation of what Deep Space Nine is going to be. Already we know it's a very different series from TNG. It's not episode by episode. We're talking about a long-term issue that spans, 70 years or 60 years of Bajor's history, and it's
So
going to have
how
a big
does
impact on
this-
the Federation's future.
Like when Ro went into TNG, because that's kind of where I got up to. How is that in relation to the timeline? Is it all about the same time, or is DS9 just a little bit later?
TNG, Deep Space Nine starts, is it season 6?
Oh, so it's around about like a season later.
Yeah.
So there's not peace, but they've got rid of the Kardashians.
Kardashians have got only just,
Yeah.
like, literally just. Robert's asking, do you think there'll be a season 8 of Deep Space Nine? Have you seen the Deep Space Nine documentary, Robert?
That's what we're saying to that. Just watch the documentary if you haven't already.
No, because Terry Farrell can't be in it.
Oh.
Nothing's impossible.
I haven't actually said anything about Terry Farrell. Love her.
I know,
Oh, yeah.
you
Love
know.
her so much.
You never know. Times are different. And Star Trek, you make anything possible.
True.
Anything's possible.
No one's dead
See,
in Star Trek.
Jonathan Clark here. I think it's Jonathan. I can't see the Ducat. Fantastic
Fantastic character.
character.
I really liked actually because I've seen Casey Biggs so many times now in the band and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, I actually get to see him and notice him on the screen.
Yay!
No,
I've probably
it's
seen him in
really
other things, but
Someone else.
Right?
Demar.
He's
I've not met him yet.
No.
Who plays the cat then?
Ducat is
Oh,
Oh.
It looked like him though.
Something animal.
Mark Alemo.
Oh,
Yeah.
it did look like him.
You say your Kardashians look the same. You can't put that on
That's
the
a
air.
bit racist, isn't it?
Totally.
Oh, sorry, Casey. I'm
Go
going
and
to
see,
you.
Robert, go see the documentary if you're in one of the countries that's showing it soon, because that's all we'll say.
Yeah.
I don't think there will be an actual season 8. I don't know. I had a dream the other day that there was.
Ooh,
Oh,
your dreams are scary.
I had a dream that there was season 8 and of DS9 and Voyager that they were new. This is my dream. This is not real life. That I got a secret memo tip off that it was going to be. I got a message from you. Oh, it's from ages ago. I had this dream that a secret tip off that it was going to be a season 8 of DS9 and Voyager. It was a good dream. I was so sad when I was
That's really
sad.
Oh, I only get the other way around when you like have a dream and you wake up thinking, please don't let that be real, please don't let that be real, please don't let that be real, and you actually go the other way around. I like the different vibe to the show.
The vibe.
I like the vibe. Are we gone on to a man
Should we do
alone?
a man alone?
Yeah.
Yes.
I finally understand what Darbo Girl is. Yeah, I get it now. So that's good. And I was convinced, I had to pause it and Google it, that the main kind of protester was James Darren. It's not. He looks very, very similar.
Oh,
I
really?
couldn't actually find out who the actor is.
Ooh.
Oh, I took a picture. Let me show you. I took a picture as I was going to say, who is this man? Because Darren's been taking pictures of the garden. This guy here.
Oh yes.
Yeah. But then I googled James Darren. It doesn't look anything like him. But do we know? He looks really familiar.
No idea.
Oh, okay.
No.
Not then. It's this one that I was talking about. Who is this guy? Who is this guy here?
Anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Back to my notes.
Yeah, I thought there was some Malone. There was a good point. I'm reading the wrong notes here. That's why I can't understand it. I'm like, what?
Yes.
Your
Contacts
in, Sam.
Yeah, and I've got my contacts in. Oh yes, Keiko and Miles getting all. I love the fact that you see this kind of real life
Domestic.
conflict.
Yeah, domestic.
And it goes much further than TNG did. That you see the lifestyle impact stuff that it has on you.
I love the fact that she opened the school.
I know,
Yeah.
and that she sold it to Quark. She used language to make
yeah,
her
she's
case.
a clever lady.
So I'm a big fan of Keiko O'Brien.
Same here.
I don't start a thing on the internet, but I like her.
I lost some respect for her after the wedding dress, but you know,
Oh.
the wedding dress was
Oh, that wonderful hat. It's lovely. All the rage in the timeline.
I was going to say respectful in its time.
Yeah.
it was respectable.
It was respectful in the 60s. 2360s. I love that conflict they have, and the fact that she manages to talk to Quark and the whole life on Deep Space Nine. I thought that was a good episode.
And I think it's the beginning of Nog's great story. His character development of all the characters, I think he's
got the most.
Yeah, he's amazing. You're in for a great.
It's true.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, when you think of him and like even him and Jake, you know, those early days, it's funny to see it right from the beginning again. You kind of forget that that's what Nog used to be. And how different did Ron sound?
Yeah. There comes a point where they find their characters. Sometimes it takes a while to get it all together.
Particularly with that much makeup and prosthetics, it's got to be hard. Armin Shimon is just
he's just genius.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
He owns the character from the very beginning, I think.
Okay, let's do Bevels, shall we?
I don't know anything about this one. Which one is this?
This is the one where they all talk gobbledygook. They all get the aphasia.
I was actually getting a little bit nervous, actually, because they were all falling and it wasn't happening. I was like,
I used to sort of, when I used to do my Deep Space Nine rewatches, I used to sort of groan a little bit when I came to this episode. I was a bit like,
it reminded me a little bit of that TNG episode that I didn't understand. You know, Tanaka, when the rains fell, when the worlds fell. That it was like they were all speaking that, you know.
Yeah, but you're not meant to understand this one.
Okay, that's where I went wrong.
Though I did read something that apparently the writers had wrote proper lines for them, so they had a guide for how to deliver those lines.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
because they're trying to communicate something. So it's some intention, but they can't.
But that's like real acting there, because you have to portray emotion in words that make no sense.
It was a little bit funny, like, you know, how it kind of the progression, like, you know, Bashir got it, like, you know, sort of about 2/3 of the way through, then Cisco's just getting to that point, and oh no, he's got it.
Yeah.
Kira's on the ship. Oh, now she's got it. It was a bit tiresome, in that respect.
But I did like how I did like Kira's method of sorting it.
She's
Hi,
pretty.
Jeff.
She's pretty kick-ass.
She is pretty cool.
Kick-ass.
She is pretty cool. I do really like her. There was also a really cool thing I noticed as well. There was when Kira, she hails some Bajoran official. They had the Bajoran ridges with the the top ridge that goes slightly over the eyebrows.
Yes,
that Ro has.
Yeah.
And that was different because now they all have the nice neat ones on Deep Space Nine. That one had the old ridges, and I thought, oh, that's nice. I wonder whether there's a Bajoran thing with ridges. Is it like
Klingon with ridges and with hair?
I wonder whether it was like foreskin. Just get it cut off. Like some of those fashionable to get it cut off in some cultures.
Oh, there's an uncircumcised Bajoran.
Yeah, she's still sporting the ridge, and then it goes the opposite way, and it becomes fashionable to have the ridge. As
Sticky foreskin
bodies.
ridge.
What you need to do is pay attention to all Bajoran's thread to see if it comes back.
Exactly. Yeah. I bet it'll be back in fashion by the Picard series. They'll all have their ridges back.
A top ridge.
Yeah.
We digress.
Do you think Ro will be in Picard series?
I hope so.
Oh my god, she's
Say that. Let's say that.
Sorry.
Do we know how many series it is? Is it just the one?
Are we skipping?
No.
Sorry,
Deep
digress.
Space Nine. We are
Deep Space Nine.
Yeah.
What are we on to now? Captain Pursuit.
This is the episode that made me like DS9. It took me a while, I was warming to it, and then I got to this one, I was like, this is the one.
Yeah.
This is the
I'm going to crack open the next bowl.
Yeah.
I like that Connie just kept calling him friend.
Yes.
Was it friend?
Yeah.
It kind of... Actually, rewatching it this time, it reminds me of the way Scotty in Star Trek Beyond handled Jayla. That kind of... winging it first.
Yeah.
Contact
Almost a
situation.
little bit patronising, but in a good way.
Well,
Yeah.
yes. And I loved the bigger issue that it was telling, the captive and pursuit thing. I liked that.
Yes. I love Scott McDonald. Everyone knows I love Scott McDonald.
Yes.
I really liked him. He also played Sub Commander Nivek.
No, who was he in this episode?
Oh, Tosk.
Ah!
Yeah.
Sorry. I don't know
Red alert.
why that was so...
Red
Play
alert.
that back.
Sorry, do you want a bit?
No, I'm good, thanks. I liked the fact that he didn't ask for asylum, but I like the fact that Connie cracked him out and cracked him out of prison. That sounded a bit
Yes.
wrong.
I get what you mean.
You knew what I meant.
Yeah. Broke him out of prison.
Oh, God. Yeah, I liked that.
Yeah.
I liked
Like,
that element.
Again, it's segmented, O'Brien is one of my favourite characters.
Yeah.
And do you think I think for me, back then, if it had been an episode of TNG, it would have played out the same way.
Yes.
And that's what is okay, this is what I know, what I expect is familiar to me.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dropping first contact protocols at the beginning though. There was that kind of casual, should we just forget about first contact protocols? What?
I didn't
makes
understand that.
It makes sense from a storyline perspective.
Yes.
It would have been a totally different episode had you done it, but still.
But what is the first contact protocol?
Oh, it's you got to meet another species. It's all
Diplomatic.
Yeah, you got to be very careful what you say, how you present yourself.
Remember in Star Trek Into Darkness when they got trouble revealing themselves to the people.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Yeah, messing with another race who don't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that.
And when you meet them, there's a certain way you have to greet them. And
Yeah.
certain, but I guess it was an emergency situation. And so that was quite interesting. I was mainly should have O'Brien been more severely punished or praised for the way he handled it?
I liked the way they did that at the end because it was like he was he's lucky he didn't end up in the brig for what he did. But when he turns around, he's like, one thing is puzzling me, how come you didn't find us quicker, kind of thing. And Cisco's like, it's like, and I liked that bit. There was almost a little bit more human to him at that point. I liked the way that played out at the end.
And like I said, that could have happened on any starship. But
Yeah.
no other captain would have handled that any differently. I don't think that was.
So even Picard would have been the
Picard
same.
would have
Yeah.
been the same. Yeah, I believe
Cool.
that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, I also was thinking watching it this time around was Tosk being from the Gamma Quadrant.
I was reading your thing.
About he's from the Gamma Quadrant. He's been genetically engineered to hunt. Is there some connection? Could there be a connection between him and the Jem'Hadar? Looking back at it,
It could be.
they look quite similar.
They do.
Could the Jem'Hadar have been based on them? Could the founders have? Nothing spoiler.
No.
You probably know.
I was trying to work out if they were the same race. Like the hunters.
Oh yeah, I thought the
because
hunters.
they have very similar
It could have
facial
been like.
structures, but it was almost a little bit like slavery.
Yeah.
Like
I did wonder if
back
it's
in the
like
day.
Saru with
Yeah.
the whole.
yes, so they are the same kind of species, but a higher and lower level or whatever.
My understanding was the hunters genetic.
Conversation that I could have with some, on a whole other page because it's completely
Diverse,
Yeah.
diverting.
Yeah.
Do you want to do Q-less? Our last episode, Q-less.
Mm-hmm.
I vote it's a silly episode.
Bashir is a creep.
Bashir is a creep. Those are my notes.
I do think Q came into the series too early. Q is a phenomenal character, and his role in Deep Space and in TNG is like amazing. Every episode, I look forward to them. They were a special little treat.
He's almost not belittled, but
It doesn't work. The dynamic between Q and Cisco didn't work.
No, I know everyone really loves that he punched him.
Yeah.
Everybody, there's loads of people who love it, but when he has the power to alter reality with a click of his fingers, don't punch him
I
in the
just felt like the
face.
whole dynamic with him and Bash was a little bit weird. He was like a lovesick puppy dog.
Yeah.
And I
He
was
does
like,
that too, I think.
I'm just like, I don't like that. Like,
I love Vash.
Oh,
I
I love
love
Vash.
Vash. I love Q. And I love Cisco. But the three of them together in that episode.
oh, see, I didn't like her.
Oh.
Didn't like her before. Didn't like her in this episode.
I love Vash. I love Vash.
When I was a kid, I wanted to grow up to be
Me
Vash.
too. Me too. She's one of the few people in Star Trek I can feel like I can identify with.
I could
As a
actually
human.
be her.
Yeah, like I could be Vash when I grow up.
Yeah, she was like Indiana Jones if she was a woman in the future in space.
And I love that she connected so well with Picard.
Mm.
Makes me feel like I could bag like Picard.
Keep telling yourself that.
Thanks, Sarah.
To be fair, his wife's pretty young, to be fair, in real life.
I was talking about Picard, not Patrick.
Oh, sorry. Dream world. I wrote down that I like the little space manta ray at the very, very end.
The space what?
Manta ray, the creature in the box.
Oh.
It reminds me of the giant space jellyfish in the very first episode of TNG.
Yeah.
I like the giant space manta ray.
I had its fun moments that episode, but Q works well when
The
there's
ear
some
rubbing.
ethical, the umox.
Umox.
When there's some sort of ethical debate, and Q even says it in the episode that he can't seem to have the dialogue with Cisco that he has. When he says something like Picard knew how to turn a phrase.
I think Cisco just cannot be bothered.
Yeah, Cisco.
But then I
has no
guess
time.
Cisco hasn't had the
History.
he's excuse my language, but effed things up for Picard on more than one occasion, hasn't he? He's really taught him a few things, whereas Cisco's just like, go for my space station. Stupid man.
Okay, so with that, shall we do? Normally we do who's our disco staff when we talk about Discovery, but today we're going to do who's our DS9 Diva. We don't have any music for this. Let's just do
We
it
haven't
anyway.
spoken about ducks enough, but there'll be more character. There'll be more
Yeah,
character
next
development.
episode.
Ah, okay, cool.
One called Dax.
Yeah.
Ah, do it, yeah. Okay.
So, who's our DS9 Diva? Guys, if you want to submit there, hey Daniel. If you want to say who you think wins in the first 7 episodes of Deep Space Nine.
Okay.
I vote Kira.
Okay.
Just because she's kick-ass.
Oh,
I'm not thinking of diva as in like.
No,
No,
not
no,
like
diva.
that. No, not like
Yeah,
I mean
just
diva in a very positive.
Like a disco star.
Yeah.
I'm Kira.
I was going to Kira too.
Oh, sorry.
That's fine. That's good. That's good.
Ooh.
You can't say Kira. No, you can say
I
Kira.
can say Kira.
Ah,
I'm going
Colmini.
to say.
Colmini.
Say-
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Keiko.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, yeah. I really like to see some development for her character because she got so little in TNG.
Yeah.
And, you know, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keiko and Kira.
The chaos.
And I love the amount of coal we need that is in
Okay.
the show.
Yes.
All right, now we go this way quickly. Let's go. Oh, Gary says Dax.
Ooh, okay.
This one.
Yeah.
This one. I'm gonna save that for next week.
You can't, there's like...
Spoiler alert.
No spoilers.
Yeah.
Now I think we're gonna have to talk about. I can't hold back.
Contain yourself any
Really longer. Did I not put it in there?
You did put it in there. Or maybe
I?
you didn't cut and paste the
Maybe I
picture.
didn't put the picture in. Okay, never mind.
It's the picture of the vines in the symbol.
With the
I
word Picard.
Yeah, Picard series. Let's pretend that's on the screen right now. The Picard series, the teaser, the trailer. Tell us what you thought about it. Oh, I'll say, okay, if you're asking me what I think about it, quite fucking God.
You actually said the F word.
Oh, it's so good. I can't wait. I'm like, I hyperventilate. I couldn't believe I could see it. I was like, what? I'm actually watching it. I can't believe this is happening to me.
I know. Every so often, like, when I see it, I go, okay, this is real.
It's my life. Like, why is my life so good? Why do I deserve this goodness in my life? Yeah.
Hey,
Christoph, how's FedCon? Lucky man.
so jealous.
Is there now?
He's there
Yeah.
Oh, say hi to everyone.
Say hello to Handsome Mount for us.
Oh,
Yeah, just
yes.
Touch him appropriately.
just if you're near him right now, just show us.
Yes. Lick him for no. Let's not go into that again.
Sorry, we digress. The card series.
The Picard series. Oh my God.
Yes.
I can't. I thought it was very intriguing. Really, really
I
intriguing.
like that they give so little away.
Yes.
But I love also that Trekkies have nitpicked every tiny little thing.
Absolutely.
I didn't understand the hate of it. Oh my god, such an original title. Like, oh my
I
god.
can't think of a better one. Like, literally the best title it could have. So
Yeah.
Picard.
You know, if you guys didn't speculate so much, you wouldn't be disappointed when it actually is confirmed to be one of those things. Do you know what I mean? Like, God almighty.
We were already calling it the Picard series.
Yeah.
Why be disappointed with it?
Rebecca, hello. How are you doing? So quick, just delving into the DS9 Diva. Christopher reckons Kira. I could just move this champagne bottle. I mean, leaning around it.
Oh, you saw
I already saw the answer.
Oh, so jealous.
Just gonna close my eyes and imagine there.
Picard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
So what do we know? What's happening?
We know nothing.
We knew nothing. We knew nothing. But
We know. There was some reveal, wasn't
Hang
there?
on a minute. We can do some speculating.
You can't stop a girl speculating.
Yeah. Okay. So I still reckon it's the whole Romulus business. There was the he had the incident 15 years ago with so it kind of ties in with the whole Romulus destruction.
Yeah.
I think
There wasn't the word armada.
Armada, rescue Armada.
Right. Okay.
So
but we don't know what this is.
We
Actually, in the
don't know.
timeline of what we know,
No.
this is brand new
No.
information.
But it does kind of, it could link in with
The destruction of Romulus.
Destruction
Yes.
with Romulus. There's no reason why it couldn't. So,
Which timeline does that happen in?
that happens in the Prime
Prime
timeline.
Yes.
Okay, and then they go back and do the Kelvin
So,
universe.
yeah, so
in the films, right? Okay.
so the Prime creates the Kelvin
In the first.
by Nero going back in time.
The first film.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, so I think Picard was probably part of that. All we know in the Prime universe is Riker was going to patrol the neutral zone and have a negotiation with the Romulans. So we know there was probably some good peace accords coming up with Romulus, especially after Nemesis,
Yes.
where we worked with the Romulans. We were a part of it, weren't we? We Federation citizens, us here.
Yeah.
We worked with the Romulans and we worked together. It's great. And
Oh, good times.
yeah, fun times, I think. And we
So
this is a psychological thing. What's it called? Confluence, isn't it? You believe your problems are other people's problems. Yeah. So you know, we know that there was a disaster on Romulus. It would not be a surprise if Picard was part of that. But the greatest loss, I had this horrible dark feeling.
So the thread I see most in reaction is to that line is that the Enterprise was destroyed and all hands were lost.
And it got some response.
Yeah, all hands were lost.
So all of the TNG cast are dead.
Yeah.
This is just speculation.
It is complete speculation.
So was the destruction of Romulus like a shock to you when you watched that first film? That hadn't happened until the first film.
That came out in the film, yeah.
Oh, so you didn't have the same reaction as when they destroyed Vulcan. You were devastated when they destroyed Vulcan.
Oh, Vulcan's a Federation.
You weren't upset they destroyed Romulus.
I was, wasn't I?
But they destroyed Romulus in a future, whilst they destroyed Vulcan in the past, and Vulcan existed in our universe. So that's why Sam was devastated, because in her timeline,
Vulcan
it was
existed.
Still
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, right, I get it.
And it's Vulcan. It's
Yeah,
like a second home to me.
And this is the whole red matter blew up the planet.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
It was a supernova that blew up the planet.
Yeah.
The red stuff was supposed to save it or something.
Yeah.
And he didn't get to it in time.
No. But there's a connection between Spock and Picard. There's a connection between Sarek and Picard. I feel like Picard would have had some
I
obligation
can't
to it.
remember where I read it, but there was a promise made, and it's about Picard keeping a promise. I read this
Sarek.
somewhere, and that was my first thought. It was to Sarek or to Spock.
Maybe.
It's one of the two, and I think it comes down to reunification,
Oh, yeah.
which is an amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah, and if the series is about that, with the Romulans coming in as immigrants and reunification.
My suspicion is that the Picard series will be him talking to a journalist or someone about his story.
So do you reckon it'll be like a him looking back?
Yeah, because the other clip that came out was on this CBS, what they call it, upfronts. And that clip was simply him approaching someone and the guy saying
Name.
Yeah, name, and him like giving the eyebrows. And then he's talking to a woman, the woman's doing the narrating in the teaser. So I wonder whether he goes to a meeting to meet a journalist, say, to tell his story after all these years, after not speaking to anyone in the Federation, or in Starfleet, sorry.
Do you think he became a hermit on his
I think he became a hermit, went in his fine things.
Yeah.
He made up some really good vintages, some damn good vintages.
Which we will drink one day.
We're going to drink them. And yeah, so I think that's going to be what the series is. My suspicion is that will be what we see is him
telling his story.
It's him telling his story after all these years.
So guys, what is your thoughts? We really want to hear. And Christoph, we want that too.
We're doing the Spock Pike series.
Yeah.
It's going to be controversial.
You don't want it, or you don't think it's going to happen.
I don't think it's not that I don't want it. Like if it happens, I'll totally lap it up. Don't get me wrong. I'll be like watching it like this every weekend, but. I don't know whether it's the right thing to do for Star Trek right now. Like, just because I want it doesn't mean it's the right
There's
thing.
too much else going on, isn't there?
There's so much more else to do. Yeah, I
hope they do some little shorts again.
Yeah, that
like
would
maybe
be
do some shorts with like Pike and Spock and.
But I think Star Trek needs to keep pushing forward. And I feel like Spock and Pike is going back.
I think that's what they've done now with Discovery. I know we're not talking about Discovery, but like. Everyone's like, oh, we want a future series. We want a future series after Voyager, after Voyager. Bam! That's what they've done.
Yeah.
You know, that it's like you can't.
I wonder whether Discovery was always going to be a future series.
And
I think it was.
The POC?
The what now?
The POC series. The POC series. That's what we can abbreviate to. You know, like Brangelina. The POC series. Spock and Pike has already been done.
Oh my god, it's the Aspasia! It's battle all over again! Reverse the Cold Harbour!
But it's already been done. We know about Spock. We know about Pike.
It would be hard to watch a series
that
where we know the
sailed.
end.
Unless Anson Mount's just going to spend the whole series naked.
No, in a uniform.
So funny.
Like in a really hot uniform.
Maybe a bit torn.
Ripped.
Like Kirk Skywalker.
Yeah, ripped.
Maybe, alright.
Oh god, I'm getting really hot now.
Okay, anyway, so there's been some
We digress.
internet rumours. And normally we don't like to engage in rumours, do we? But we're going to.
See, I like rumours. I like ribbons.
Okay, what do you guys all... Okay, first of all, we're gonna talk about the very silly one. Is Brent Spiner coming back to Star Trek in the Picard series?
See,
I thought he was dead, but I got explained that this isn't the case. He's
No
Star
one's
Trek
dead
dead.
in Star Trek. Star Trek dead.
so of all characters, he could be the easiest to come back. I don't think he will be. Not because fans don't want him there and all the rest.
If they're telling the story, though, there is potential, and like say it is the Enterprise is destroyed, there is actually potential for all of them to be there.
There is.
However, they're all a fair bit older now, so I don't know how that would work.
In the flashbacks.
Yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, it does make sense.
So if he's going to be telling his story,
exactly, but
you would expect to see them all.
as Picard says, and my favourite quote from Picard is, "Things are only impossible until they're not."
Mm.
And
CGI can...
exactly. But
Sherlock Holmes quote, just saying.
yeah, I know, but like Picard then said it, so now it's Picard quote. It's like
I'm
that
sorry.
other saying, that Data quote. What is it? Once you have removed
The impossible.
the impossible, it remains however improbable. It's Data quote. It's not Sherlock Holmes, you know.
No, that's fine.
But thank you anyway.
That's alright. No.
Thank you for.
Because I'm a Sherlock Holmes fan, as you know.
I know. All Sherlock Holmes fans. But I'm sure they go back to Star Trek anyway,
Oh, they all do, yeah.
because they probably took Star Trek.
Yeah.
So back to
Sorry.
the fact that, you know, they're all a bit old to be starring in flashbacks from 15 years ago,
But
20 years ago.
You do watch.
Didn't stop them in Enterprise.
I was going to say,
CGI makeup.
there's a new movie coming out, which is Will Smith hunting young Will Smith. I forget the name of the movie because I saw the trailer the other day.
Oh, that looks amazing.
Sounds hot.
So it's like
That's amazing.
so they've de-aged Will Smith so he looks like he's from the 90s, and it's nowadays Will Smith's chasing him. So they could
Will
use
Smith
to be
versus
fair.
fresh Will Smith.
Yeah, exactly.
To be fair, they did that in one of the, was it one of the Marvel films?
So-
With Michael Douglas, is it Michael Douglas, wasn't it?
Yeah. So
And I'm thinking, it's
So-
really young.
So
Excuse me,
and
guys.
I think it's also the stuff they have on. I want to say Snapchat. There's a baby filter and it makes you look
No,
like
yeah, like a Snapchat filter. Yeah, I guess it's not impossible. But in
not
which
impossible.
case, if it is, like I say, if it is a flashback series to what happened, you would
I'm not
expect to
saying
see
you
all
will
of
need
them.
the filter, just putting that out there.
You're beautiful just the way you
you're-
are.
Yeah.
Tim is disappointed because series will be on Amazon and not Netflix.
I do find this very, very weird. This new platform thing that, you know, it just, you know,
I
it was on BBC Two, or you know, it was in one place, and it's weird to me that
I think
They just offered more money.
I get it. So it's all about who can afford it, who's bidding the most money. But
Yeah.
it's just so weird that, you know, people possibly have paid for Netflix, and now, you know, they're going to maybe cancel their Netflix subscription, or do they want to because the rest of Star Trek is on Netflix? Now they've got to have Amazon Prime. It just.
I don't think there was a horrendous bidding war. Amazon needed something. They were not going to give that one away.
No.
They were not going to let Netflix get their monopoly on Star Trek.
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
Is it on CBS All Access in America? So
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think CBS underestimate how much I would pay for anything Star Trek. Like, I really do, you know.
Please, well, as true as this is, as a statement.
Don't do it.
Yeah. Because we have limited money.
Rebecca's put a theory up here saying Data could be Picard's computer.
Ooh.
Oh my god, wouldn't that be amazing if Data like tended the vineyard with Picard?
Yeah, but imagine if like I was your computer. Like, could you ever Google anything ever again?
you guys shared an internet
FYI,
history
we did
for a
share a
while.
Google account on the Trekkie Girls Google account, and I had no idea that Carol could see everything I was Googling. How actually?
I still don't think Carol knows that we can see her to-do lists on notes either.
We're going to hold that as counter-black now.
We know what you've got planned for Nick's birthday present.
I'm not ashamed of that. You can know that.
I remember when I first found it was like before Christmas last year, and I was like, arranged to see Sarah and Sam. Why would I write that? I'm like, hang on a minute. But it was just like, I write a note. It was so sweet. Like, must schedule in time to see my besties. It's just like me. I was like, oh my God, Carol.
I write like
bless you.
I write little handwritten notes at home as well. And like
love
Nick
it.
finds them sometimes, and then he adds things like, make sure you kiss a grumpy bear twice a day.
Oh, that's
Oh,
so
it's so
sweet.
My notes are reference numbers from like insurance companies.
You could just snap his fingers and restore data.
See, you're right, hybrid boss. See, anything's possible in Star Trek.
Do you reckon Q will appear in it? That would be amazing.
Well, did you read the blog post I wrote about it?
No.
I wrote a whole massive blog post, guys. I'm gonna tweet out the link because it's so good. I'm really pleased with it.
When did you do that?
Oh, ages ago, like
Oh.
last year.
Oh, I
Um,
thought I missed something.
no,
I obviously have.
well, you
But-
missed it for a very long time, clearly, but it was a long time ago. But
This was before the Picard series was.
no, it'd been
Remember,
announced.
it began in August. You were there.
Oh yeah, here we go. Q, well, you've got to read it. It's really good.
Why it's Q?
I'm going to copy this link out now for everyone now.
Everybody read it.
I
Everybody
think,
read it.
I think I read it at the time, but since forgotten because it was like last year.
There you go. I'll put it on all the thingamajigs, like
Oh,
as
yeah,
well,
you do
so
that.
you can actually
Shameless self-promotion.
Shameless self-promotion on my YouTube channel. You know.
Okay, so we've worked out that someone said they did it with Jeff Bridges in Tron Legacy, so they can de-age people.
They can be.
Not that Marina Sirtis needs it.
No,
just saying.
Yeah. But if you needed them to look like they just walked out of Nemesis, then
This
yes.
is what our website looks like, Sarah.
I haven't looked since it got like attacked by viral bots and
I know,
I was
right?
afraid.
We
got proper done
we're
over.
okay now, but I read this really good. I read this really like.
I'm
you
gonna
know,
read it.
I'm really pleased with it, and I think it's
Yeah.
definitely the way to go.
So you want him in it.
I think Q and Picard would be brilliant. I mean, just to give you a rundown. Picture this in your head, guys.
Okay.
So Picard's looking for a distributor for his wine or something. He walks into a bar, and behind the barman there's this, wiping the bar is Q.
God, no, I just had a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Q's there wiping down the bar. He's like, mon compétent. And he's like, Q, what are you doing here? And he's like, that's barman Q to you. Oh, please, Una.
Barkeep.
Barkeep.
I should have
To get my DS9 reference
Yeah,
there.
I got it.
I should
Oh,
have
really one.
I should have corn hands
Thank
right now.
Yeah, and then so he wants to find a distributor for his wines, and it's Q, and Q's been banished for the Continuum for reasons.
For being Q.
Okay, so I'm gonna read it out just briefly. So the aftermath of the Dominion War has left some paranoid bad admirals in Starfleet.
You've said that all
You
along.
said
said it from the beginning, haven't I?
bad
Section 31.
admirals. Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. Who would have thought it, right? Imagine it. Just imagine admirals gone bad. Section 31 have gained too much power granted to them by the Admiralty when it was convenient during wartime. The destruction of Romulus has created a refugee class in the galaxy, and some minority of Romulans have resorted to terrorism. Does this sound familiar? I don't know. It sounds familiar, like in real life. At the moment, Terra Nova from Enterprise has resurged to exploit the fears and ignorance of humans who've lived in complacency of their freedom for centuries. Federation is at risk of dissolving. I don't know, maybe like some key player like Vulcan wants to leave the Federation, I don't know.
Oh my god, if Earth wants to leave the Federation, I'm
Yeah.
good.
And Picard leads a rebellion called La Resistance. Yeah, so Q's purpose can offer a little bit of comic relief in this series, and he could be like the Saul Goodman to Picard's Walter White. Imagine Picard going Walter White. I don't like it.
Breaking Bad.
I don't like that idea at all. But imagine that if Picard's a rebel, he's got to do things that are rebellious that he won't like. And who better to help him than Q? But
So is this in his flashback?
Oh my god. And Bosch.
And Bosch. Oh, and Rolaren.
Yeah, we were saying this, yeah. Rory Laren, I actually think, not
She
for
still
him
looks
to do
amazing.
bad, to actually put him on the right path.
Exactly, yeah.
Like
He's not doing bad. He's having to go Kira in the rebellion.
Yeah.
He's having to go underground to fight good.
I do think.
What's her name, Michelle?
Oh,
Michelle
is
Forbes.
it?
She still looks amazing.
Oh my god.
She was in Grey's Anatomy
Oh,
a couple of weeks ago. She still looks amazing.
So maybe sort of Picard and Gambit
Yes,
Part 1, 2,
exactly.
where he sort of incorporates himself into Part 2 and does a little bad to make himself part of it. But not so
Exactly.
much bad that it's
As in
unforgivable.
the X-Men character.
No, in the episode.
Oh, I was thinking, what, playing cards?
No. There's a 2-part episode of TNG that you didn't get to.
Oh.
The Gambit. You
This
should
might,
watch those.
this might re-enthuse me.
Yeah.
It might
Watch-
re-enthuse me.
yeah.
I've just got a bit bored.
We'll forgive you.
Yeah.
I
It was
really like DS9.
Good.
Gotta find your Star Trek.
Well, that's Discovery, obviously. But...
And then, of course, so the data rumour's a bit silly.
Yes.
And I've sort of responded to it the same way I responded to the very initial rumour I had about the Picard series. But then there's this one.
I was just going to say, what about this one then?
Yeah.
Oh my god. So Jonathan Frakes tweeted this
I think-
picture.
We all assumed that he would direct or be
Yes.
involved in some way, shape,
I
or
think
form.
it's been confirmed he's directing.
But
yeah.
this implies that
Yeah.
He's appearing.
Riker is back, doesn't it?
There's definitely something getting a
Do you
major
think
clue
do you think
here.
he did a William Shatner? Do you think he wasn't supposed to do that?
I don't know.
I don't think
There's-
he'll get away with it in this crowd.
I just think it didn't give away enough. You know, like it's a definite tease, but
He might actually find
He might be
learning
learning to play the trombone or whatever
Yeah,
it is.
exactly.
that's
There
true.
might be a Star Trek musical coming, which I would love.
They've
Just
never
by
done
the
a
way.
musical episode, have they? Like
No.
Buffy and
No.
Grey's Anatomy? Got to have a musical episode in there somewhere.
And these days, you need a musical episode. Come on, people.
yes,
To be fair, Buffy was the first that did
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
You didn't like the Grey's Anatomy musical one, did you?
No. I liked it in its own way, but no.
At least, I imagine in Buffy they try to explain it with some sort of
Yeah.
demon causing it. I don't know how Grey's Anatomy
No.
would.
Unless
Unless it was some
Kelly
sort
had
of.
been in a car accident, so
Okay.
it was some
I
kind of...
like the ghost episode. That was cool.
Oh, we talk about Grey's Anatomy with her mum. And
So
then-
back to Star Trek.
Oh,
The
the
So,
bomb, yeah.
Yeah. So if Q's in it, I don't want him in it too early on. I want it to be about Picard and his story before Q gets in it.
Yeah, maybe like 3 episodes in.
Or like with
I can't wait
Discovery,
longer.
like Discovery with Spock.
Oh, they made us wait so bad,
Yeah.
didn't
But-
they?
Apparently, if you watch it again, it's not as long as you
I
think
know,
it
but
is.
it did make you...
Yeah.
You were like, oh my god, it's going to be the
It's
season finale
yeah.
before. It felt like
But
ages.
there might be little hints of Q in it.
Yeah,
Like, little things that happen that are quite unexplained.
that's true.
I think it would be a shame if nobody was in it, or there was no mention of anybody. I think that would be a bit of a disservice. Like, they were such a big part of his life,
Exactly.
you couldn't not
Exactly.
mention them or...
I think they will be mentioned. I don't think anyone will appear.
I think... I don't know. I have this thing with the Picard series. I want it so bad, I can't even think about it. I can't even want for anything more because it feels
all you want.
greedy. It's
Yeah.
all I want. I will be watching it every week, hoping to see someone else on TV.
Yes.
Because greed is eternal, and I just want more.
I think maybe you're right. I think there'll be... I hope that there'll be... Like, he'll be sitting down talking about what happened in the past, and the whole way through we'll be thinking, oh my god, like, I'm surprised and everyone died and everything. But you know that scene at the end of Into Darkness where they're all in the bar celebrating his birthday? That's what I want in the very last episode. Them all in the bar.
Yeah, that would be close.
Just right at the very end, like it was just like a massive rap party. I'd like that, just to see everyone.
As long as the character doesn't linger on someone who's going to die or has recently died, to break my heart every time I watch that movie.
That's it. Speaking of Q, though,
Yes,
there
sorry,
was something Q said that resonated with me when I watched the teaser, and it was the moment when the guy said in the upfront clip, who are you? He asked Picard for his name. Picard looks like what? And that was Q in the episode Tapestry when he says, "Don't worry, nothing you do here will have any impact on the timeline, on the universe." He said, in short, you're not that important. Like, imagine you know, what if Picard has been forgotten? Like, he did say 15 years ago, and then
Well, this is the thing.
he's been forgotten. So Q might have some relevance in that part. Also, in All Good Things, he sent Picard to the future. Now that future, you know, is all, you know, has been dismissed as being factual, but there may be elements of it that were real, that were based, that Q would have based in truth. So Q might not be in the series, but he definitely has an influence in it because he knows the future. He knew the future during TNG. He would have had knowledge of that all throughout the series.
But it's true. The youth of today or that point might not know.
Yeah. And let's not forget the most important point. Picard knows about Discovery. Picard knows about the USS Discovery because while that's all been secret, while everyone denied the truth about it, Picard knows because he shares that with Sarek. So that's it. And we've gone over half an hour over longer than we were meant to.
We did try and cram 7 episodes.
It was quite a lot.
Yeah. Maybe we should just keep longer segments.
Like do 2 hours.
Let's face it, we could talk for a
Oh
very
my god,
long
yeah.
time.
We'd like not even done other things, there's other words down there.
Yeah, what else were we meant to cover? We didn't do a blended in section, we haven't done it, but we can talk about what we're going to talk about next week.
Ooh, no, that's this week.
No. See, I just named them all wrong. What's going on? Episode, is it that one?
No.
Oh, I did it. Oh.
You cut and paste it again.
I did it again. I did it wrong, and I did it wrong again.
So the next episode I think is called Dax.
Let's have a look. I've got them here. Next episode is Dax.
Yeah. The passenger.
Move along home.
Where you'll learn something controversial.
The Vegas, Vortex, Battle Lines, and the Storyteller.
Oh, that's a good
Will be
episode.
next week, so remove all those ones. Delete.
Have I got to watch another 7 episodes?
Yeah.
Yep.
Whoa, okay.
You mean yay?
Yay!
And next week's cocktail we're going to try and recreate is the Ractagino.
Woohoo.
So we hope you all join us. Thank you for those of you who joined us tonight.
It's great to be back.
Really good to be back and talk about Star Trek all day long. Oh, and also we've got some exciting new apparel to be wearing next week from
Oh, I didn't show my earring. Look, I'm not bonding, bounding.
Oh, you got your Bajoran earring in. Oh,
Yeah.
made to hear it, eat your heart out. Love it. Okay, well, thanks so much for joining us. We hope to see you again next week at 9 o'clock British summertime. Thank you, Christoph, for reminding me. I always get that wrong.
Bye bye.